Hey chickadees, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Just been doing the notifications and just letting everybody know. So I need to look at my screen setup here quick. Take this moment to get your syndicate chest if you haven't already. Their alliance probably wanted you to get it before the reset. Anyway, but I hope people are doing well. Just leveled up my syndicate on to 6 on the baby account. Okay. I'll leave that open in case we have questions related to it. You can't see it right now, but bring it up on the screen now. This one needs. Okay. Not that bad. Hold on. Tendi chest. Hey, how you doing, TV? No, Tendi. The Tendi event. That's too far. Alright, I gotta look at. Let me look at these display settings. They're a little wonky here. May just change it anyway. But how you doing, Javonk? No, just more of the Tendi. Hey again, Bakak. You're tuned in. Well, thank you for being tuned in. Let's see. Okay, that is. Let me just get this adjusted here. It's doing some. Just giving me Barnabas Key. Welcome. Good day to you. Thank you, everyone. Dabo on these Borg Ultra Pulls. Abo. Yeah, I have mixed opinions about that whole thing. So let me see here and get this set up here. Get our display capture instead of STFC. Sorry, just a change. Ah, okay, well that won't work. Okay, so this will be our pretty close. Trying to see if you can see the edge. You can see the edge now. That's more. Okay. Anyway, I will have to play with that more off stream and everything. But anyway, hope everyone's doing well. So now the issue is, of course, what people are talking about with. People are talking quite a bit about the Tendi. The Tendi event, can you get it and everything? You are supposed to be able to unlock her fully if you get all the May completionist events. Also remember to press help. So I think everybody's good, but it seems like there was a lot of worrying definitely in the morning on there as I started to see people talking about it, realizing these numbers are, you know, they did mess up the numbers a little while ago on Scopely did. So where they gave us 2 points for completionists for one event last week. And then they were like, we're going to change it back. No, we're not going to change it back. We're going to take away points from something in the future so that it doesn't mess things up. Because they really want you to have to do everything in order to full unlock her unless you're going to spend. So they're happy with you doing that. So been some glitchiness with their points on it. Yeah, it seems like it. I mean, you know, it's Scopely. I mean, they're gonna mess this stuff up. They've already messed it up once. Now they're messing it up again. You know, so that's the question. Is it gonna be finished or not? Will Worf be a merry man? Will you get Tendi? I don't know. It is a fair question. So let's see here. All right, like everything, don't run ranking events in the S. It's everything. Don't run ranking. Yeah, there's. And Tyrone, he said they stopped giving out the free shards in the web store. They did. That was planned. No, that was planned. They said they were going to do that. It was supposed to only be for like 14 or 15 days, but it went longer than that. It went longer. So I would guess that they're going to give us more of that. Not of the same thing, but they'll give us something else to get us in the web store. I mean, that's really the point. They do that with Marvel Strike Force. They actually do a lot more in the Marvel Strike Force side. It's very annoying, I will tell you that. I just recently quit playing Marvel Strike Force, but they use that quite a bit. Get our I'm gonna get my discovery hopping or anomalous phenomenon while we're talking and everything. Appreciate everybody being here. So they do a lot. Now I did get the discovery skin here for the $20. Although I think Scopely really should be giving this away to all of us for free. Not the skin cosmetic so much, but everything else with the way we get Lorca sourcing and improved parts and all that. Improved officers, really, and Lorca. It's not improved parts, unfortunately, which is probably why it's only $20. But it was a $20 pack, and it accelerated me during the event itself, so I was okay. Since it wasn't a $100 pack, I was like, well, $20, I'll go ahead and get that. I can't see who these people are. I've got... There's a microphone right in the way. But yeah, Tyrone, I believe they should be giving us more soon, or other things in the store to make us log in. That would be, I would heavily expect that, just because of course they want people in there. They make money when you buy things from the web store. They make a lot more, like possibly 30% more money, up to like 30% more of the money they get to keep. It is $49.99 if you don't have the Discovery ship itself. I do have the Discovery. Of course, so they have a full pack for that, I guess, for Discovery Unlock and Skin. So $30 for the Discovery. The Discovery, I mean, you can get it for free, and you can also get it in this not very good event store. So you could look at, I don't know. Honestly, if I didn't have the Discovery, I probably would have been less conflicted about buying the pack for $50 probably, in order to get it. I know I struggled getting the Discovery because I quit the game for a while during the Discovery Battle Pass arc and took a break for a few months. And so coming back, they didn't have a means for us to get Discovery if you missed that Battle Pass. So I had to wait several months before it came up in Arc Store and then get it. And so I'm still a little behind on that. So I can't see. Alright. Oh. Okay, so I can do a gun, which I'll do during the spend event. We do have a G3 spend event. Excuse me. And sorry about the black line on the screen and everything. I had to change some monitors, and this is a suboptimal monitor I'm using, which is affecting what I can display for you and me at the same time. So yes, there are ways around, but let me do a quick. Let me try this real quick. One last tweak. Get the screen better, because I wasn't thinking about this and I hadn't done this since. I can. In theory, I can do this. How does that look? That is the same, so that is not any better. All right, so I will have to play around with it. I'm gonna waste y'all's time with that, so we'll get some game going instead. That's what I want. Game and good discussion with y'all about this stuff. Some stuff on me, and then okay. Discovery time, flight time. We will be pulling some ultra recruits. You know, this is the second of two. So the last ultra recruit pull. So you can. I mean, I expect we'll have some more in the next arc. Whatever in the world, crappy thing that is. So sorry. I think I am underwhelmed about it. But I don't exactly expect. Well, one thing I don't expect is Deep Space Nine, because that's only what they've told us was coming. So why would they ever give us what they told us was coming? So, I'm sure they will eventually, but I think it's going to be in the Halloween, Oktoberfest through Christmas, New Year's area at this point. Could be wrong. I just don't trust them. Just got a message saying log in now to get a full unlock on 3 Discovery officers. Is that in your Discord? I mean, the 3 Discovery officers is in the Petra is for a chance. I was gonna say, yeah, because we have the Ultra Recruit, unless they do something new. my Discord is seeing if the announcement. No, I don't have any Star Trek announcements here yet. Give you guys an invite to the server though. The Discord. I don't think I have a command here for that. Come on down to the Discord. We'll get the alerts and then I'll update. We can discuss things as well offline. Regular basic phone notifications. Gotcha. Gotcha, Barnabas. Yeah, I don't have it on mine, but that's my phones are doing a lot of stuff right now while I'm streaming, so. Alright, so this thing is done. Anomalous phenomena. Alright, so we should get some threat from beyond. I didn't sleep right during the night, so I fell asleep during the 2 hours before server reset. So I meant to do a little bit more on the previous event, but let's see here. Okay, where's Pike at? There's Pike. That's the Huckleberry. Now just make sure we get the lawn. I don't think we need these guys out there anymore. Help. But welcome everybody. I appreciate y'all hanging out today. So happy Swarm Sunday. So we'll do some of this while we kind of talk about what's going on, and I don't have any secret insider knowledge. I'm not under an NDA, and they don't tell you anything unless you're under an NDA. So, but I can speculate with you guys. And again, it does, a lot of these things with the mobile games do tend to have a lot to do with mobile game monetization and business principles. Now that is stuff that we're all allowed to know depending on what we've done in work and all that stuff. So Gravok is running an Armada. I can send to that. Go. Coming, Jerry. Yes, definitely. And hopefully you subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I do an event guide. That was actually my latest video. It's been a little busy, but I always do those when the new arc comes out, and then I try to break down the event as well. Meow back to JV in the chat here. So but then we talk about the things that you can save, when to save your G3s for, when to save your Ultra Recruits. We had to also save Discovery pulls, Officer pulls this time. Not that I saved enough to really make a big enough difference, but it's part of what we were trying to do. Let's see. Look at the refinery. And I'm just looking at some of my mining numbers. I think we need to do something sexy like mine some data today. I've been mining Latinum. I could do a Borg run today. I mined my Latinum because I was out of it, so I got it up a bit, doing a lot of that. So we might do... No, we got to do data, so... Not these guys. These guys. Although, we'll give Joaquin to it. We need some data, and let's go get that running just in the background. It's not very sexy, but it's kind of like flossing. You need to do it. You'll regret it. And data. This data, baby. All right. And make sure, while I stay on the right side of terms of service, make sure you also follow over on Twitch. We'll be live on Twitch a little later this morning as we transition. I'm posting the link now, if I spelled it right. I think I did. So, and usually we can usually kick back with a lot more shenanigans, just because terms of service are a little different. So, a lot more sound effects, things like that. So, I usually go straight from when we wrap up this stream. Usually goes for an hour to 1 to 2 hours, and then we pop on over to Twitch and continue for the afternoon and everything. So Sundays are longer streams. So I hear they like it. Tim Shady, good morning. Good morning to you. Great to see you again. Welcome back. You've been well. Let's see. I'm gonna do this set up because I think I'm gonna need a timer for like 17 minutes. Timer setting, guys. Right. But Tim, how you been? Looks like everybody else needs to floss or mine data. Okay. One great thing about the computer version, for me, no matter what my settings are, can't see the boxes for the data, which, you know, would be nice. This looks kind of full. There's like one spot, maybe. It'd be helpful if I could see the boxes, but there's one here and here. That's what it looks like I'm going to. You had some COVID, but all is good. Well, I'm glad you're through that, and I'm glad you're back. No one real sick, just a stupid isolation. Okay, well, good. Well, good. I'm glad it didn't hit you too hard, or your family. No, glad everyone is better. Part of why I'm here. One of the reasons I think I streamed, started streaming. I guess I've been streaming for like, a year and 2-3 months, something like that. A year and a quarter. Wow. Anyway, just seems like a lot. But once I started doing all that, I had to do with kind of the social isolation, working from home and not leaving and all that. I've been pretty good. Worked hard, got something. We got the meows going in the Alliance chat. Oh, it looks like I skipped out and didn't get the thing. So I've been good. Actually, I'm changing jobs, and that's been a big thing because it's actually a lot more work than I had kind of planned. Plus, I was working really hard for the old job, but I am in between jobs as I wait to start the new one. So I'm taking a little time off, rest. And I've been quite tired. So I gotta get in there and knock out a few more YouTube videos for you guys and your Alliance mates and all that this week. So I've been kind of recovering. I'm starting to feel a little more rested after all that. So yeah, it is good news, and I'm going to something better, and that should treat me a lot better. So I'm happy about that. That is the hope, at least. Well, I'm pretty positive. It is better objectively, and kind of a big step for me. And I know that they treat their people really well. One of the reasons I was kind of drawn there. So. But anyway, so I'm looking forward to all that. Kill some 39s. That's right. We're gonna do. Well, we'll use the double Franklin scenario. Let me get. Thank you, person. All right. Let me get this other ship moving along to the baby Franklin. A lot of game changes. Level 35. Now you're level 35. Yeah, things do start changing quite a bit. But at 36 changes a bit more, and then 30, 39 really kind of makes a big difference. Sometimes a good difference. Yeah, we got Kath, and all right, that's who I already wanted on there anyway. But we're gonna replace with doppelgangers, but Sexy Bald Beast and Beverly Crusher, Blue Crusher, and a defense low. The not great. Damn it. Yeah. And this for the 32s. There we go. That go. Yeah. So you're 35. It's I think it really starts. The game really opens up in the 30s. I think even the 32, it's pretty fun. 34, 35. 35 starts kind of hinting at what's happening, and the swarm changes are kicking in at 35. I had a video about that one because I wasn't sure when I jumped into that. And then that kind of progression in the daily swarm changes kicks in further as you go to 36 and above. But you start getting access to things at 36, and then at 39, 38, I think, that change, I like to think of them as kind of the more of the full game. Now, of course, there's stuff in the 40s and beyond. Now, like, they are having an event for the level 51 plus, so that'd be more the in game, and I'm not going to be involved in that. But I feel like you get you get all of the important events, except for any of the cracking in stuff. So, question: my max Lego almost scrapped. Is Ore Prime the one to get with the resources from that? Yeah, Prime Ore, but I mean, you have a few other options. I haven't, but yeah, Ore Prime, and then anything else in the officer set that's available, but I forget what all they cost. So Prime Ore Crystal, and Gas are three of the ones that you definitely want to be targeting with the different ships. So that's definitely one of them. If you happen to have one of the the first Prime Officer one available or something like that, then that's its own thing. Roshan, you moved to 38, trying to get to 39. Well, congrats. Prime Stella, thank you. Yeah. So I would look at my options, look at what I can afford, and then compare those. With that. I mean, the idea is that you'll rinse and repeat those ships at least more than once. I've got to get my Mayflower and my D3 are max tiered but not max leveled, so I'm waiting on those to be able to turn them around. Go. Okay. And this got a 35s for maximum points during the swarm event. This one's still floating. But yeah, those three primes are part of your picture. Now again, if you've bought any primes, I've bought some primes. You got to figure out which ones you've already bought, which ones you are saving for, and everything. I had bought prime officers back in if you remember the debacle when they were going to give us prime officers for free in a battle pass, and then they changed it last minute to something else. And one of them was $100, and one of them was I think it was the Borg Refinery was the other one. I think that's how I got the Borg. So there was a lot of discussions, a lot of videos about which one should you choose, and all that. And then I realized I had already bought the Prime Officer one a long time ago because it was well recommended, by Rev and others in the past. And so when it's a relatively good deal, I mean, $100 is too much for anything digital and imaginary, in my opinion. However, if it makes a big enough impact on the game, which Prime Officers do, then I was willing to do that. Yeah, and the Borg was the $50 pack, so they had the two. So I got the Borg pack for free, or included with the pay battle pass, I should say. I think it was. But the board pack has been good. Come on now. We're going to kill a few of these 32s. And go from there. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna. I won't just buy any prime. I'll buy a prime that I think gives a lasting benefit that's gonna make a very positive impact on my game. I mean, we got some crap primes out there that are just ways to waste $100. And so there's really no. It's not like just it's not like just because it's $100, it's worth $100 in game relative. It's like, no, just look at the Volta Latinum pack for that. You know, it's the same kind of thing. There's stuff to be aware of, not just the Latinum. Here, you're just tuning in. I'm Blue Rooster. Welcome to the Hen House. Be on Twitch later as well. But glad to kind of reunite some of the folks, seeing people like Tim and Hagen and Javonk and JV and Tyrone and Barnabas, newer folks, or at least newer in that name. You may know me. I may know you by another name on Twitch or something too. So, but various people in here, and much appreciated. Thank you for being here. Roy Shane, of course. If I'm missing anyone, that's unintentional. Say hi again. I'm waiting for the other ship to get there. Now we know that people are. So you like to research and ask around. Yeah, I think it's a fair thing. I mean, you can look at some stuff and then kind of talk it out and see. Hello again, Javonk. Welcome in. Yeah, you've been here. Did we already do is your Armada fire off, or are we still waiting? Feels like it's been long enough. I think, am my Armada broke? I think I am. Oh, I got 2 of those. Artemis. I don't do Twitch. I just don't speak when I think last time I've jumped on to watch the live. Oh, okay. Well, no problem. You're welcome to just watch or lurk, as we say it. You're welcome over at Twitch too. We'd gladly have you. But we're happy to have you here. It's one of the reasons I am over here on YouTube as well. So kind of have a presence. It's long over. Yeah, I didn't see it the flash, but there's a lot of different things on my screens, doing stuff. So. So I appreciate all y'all watching. You don't have to do anything. Tune in. I hope you subscribe for free. That really helps me the most in tuning in. Share it with your alliance. Let them know if there's something helpful. All that really helps build the channel and really support me and Mrs. Rooster. So we appreciate it. And gonna go for a bit. It was nice to see you too, Tim. Great to see you again. I hope you will stop in again soon. I'll be on Twitch later today too. So depending on what you're able to pop in again, depending on what's working for you. So anyway, I'll be back on Sunday over here. Okay, my ship has moved where I want it to. So we're gonna hide the ship with its loot so that it isn't the people aren't looking for its booty. All right, see you, bud. Oh, all right. Let's figure out which ones we're going. Tell I want to move from this spot to some other spot. Let's move here. Anytime I see an exchange armada run in the morning after reset, like now, then I always wonder if there's an event going on or if I missed an event. Not always the case, but I believe Hagen is driving Patty. So, but I am wondering if there was any further development on the you starting a war type of thing. So I'm curious about that. Well, I haven't seen anything, but it doesn't always mean something. No, Imano's just refunds it. Well, I mean, I think they are. I honestly, I like the Stella grind. So, and it's like the Stella is like usually something you should be grinding. Let's see where we are in our progression here for Threat from Beyond. That picture. Got plenty more grinds here. So the goal with the 2 Franklin setup, the goal is to get all your 39s and 35s so that you complete the heroic part on the Franklin A. And then I can do cleanup with the regular Franklin on 32s and stuff. Makes it a little more efficient, cheaper on the repair bills. Don't have to get the A out of hock again, or end it to then damage it and repair it again. Where? Okay, good. One person leaving this little area. It's like I'm not really seeing a good area to like go and grab these guys. It is early-ish in the events moments. I like to spread out and you know, not have to fight with other people for them. They're yours. ET Kath, what's the PT part? Confused. I do have Kath on. I have Picard Beverly Kath on my baby Franklin. Because she's not built up enough to. She's not the same as Talon for me. Talon's better being maxed. So I have her. Oh, a Pike, Talon, and Kath setup on the Swarm. Is that one you run? I've not thought that would run better than Pike, Moreau, and Talon. Does that run well for you? And does it beat the other? And are we talking about on the Franklin A or the Franklin? That's what levels? Trying it on the Swarm. Oh, on the Borgs. No. Okay, it was. I haven't tried anything. I do PMT, and now I do Jean-Luc Beverly, and Kath on the Swarm. But I use since Kath is lower, I use her wherever I'm using her. I do the smaller, like 32 Swarm. I haven't tried as many things on the Borg. I've got my notebook with different drop downs. We haven't done a little some Borg testing in a while, but today is a good day to do some Borg testing because there's actually not that much going on if you've been on top of your the multi-day. Yeah, Picard. Yeah, once I got Picard, that really changed things. Now, if I had Jayla, who I do want, and I was hoping she would be in this arc event store. So, thanks, Copeland. As well as like some Picard, Riker, and stuff. But so when that didn't happen, I would have used Picard, Beverly, and Jayla. I'd try those on these like 39s and see how they do, because and then go from there. Harmonica Luke, welcome back in. You use 5 Talon Chin on Borg and wondered about 5 Talon Cath. Probably 5 Cath Chin will be best. All right, and that's with, importantly, that's with a tier 2 5, I believe we have discussed 4. And I haven't tested any, the Discovery event Tyrone is definitely a nice little finish. If only some of those were easy. Rooster, another ho-hum. Hey, no, yes, definitely. Yeah, I mean, well, and if you saw some of my videos about the Ark, you know, I'm not really pulling punches about. I think I called craptastic one of the words I used for it. So they did make the event store better, but Jayla Kangbab, that's right. Yeah, I don't have her. I hope to get her at some point. And then I'll play around with some Jayla options and all that. But with Cat's entrance into the game, that gave me a baby Talon. So since I was able to eke out Picard, that helped for getting what I needed over there, so that I can do this double run on ships. Let's see where we are here. I don't think I'm where I need to be. I think I still need to kill a few of these 35s, even though I am no longer getting frequency modulators. While I have some hull. Filling for points. And go. Let's see. Loot crew for dailies, kills crew for long grind events. Yes. You definitely, I mean, this is, I use my double Franklin setup, which works pretty well, given that the little Franklin is really not much of a problem to use on these longer events. Swarm Sunday, and then whenever we have the special swarm kill lots more events, it really helps without having to pay as much resources on my Franklin A. Usually give one Franklin A and then finish it with the other. But yeah, if you have the officer options and can do all that, that's out of school too. But you definitely need a different strategy than just your dailies. And I just do my swarm dailies get done by just one Franklin A every day. So it's only on Swarm Sunday or those other swarm events that I bring out second Franklin. So it is very much not a must-have ship. But it was something that I enjoyed having as I was moving up and had it to run, particularly while the Franklin A was in the oven. I think it was one of my first things was like not having to go back to using other ships, non-Franklins, for swarm events. All right, Khan is done. Okay. Neighbor's dog is doing barky today. Been barky yesterday. But if he doesn't stop barking momentarily, I'll go close this window. We're having some nice air, fresh air right now. Pleasant. All right, back into the breach. One of my devices went a little wonky. Yes. You can loot. Others giving ideas and all that. I appreciate how the chat moves and is really just helpful in itself. So good to have you guys as a community as well, so we can do some of this stuff. Another rare. Might be late to that party, but I don't have to be included. So. And where are my hockey fans? All right. Hurricanes eliminated the Boston Bruins, so yay on my side. But also, Toronto can't win a Game 7 series. Be darn. Much wailing and gnashing of teeth coming from these games. Lots of. What level is that? I hear you need G2 crystals to upgrade dock. Oh, that's at 39. That's the extra dock at Ops 39. You need something like, what is it? 2,000 uncommon G2 or a 1,200, something sizable. It's kind of the gotcha that gets a lot of people. So, because you'll want that dock. Now, of course, you've got the G Money dock available too now, so. 3,000 uncommon crystal. Thank you, Barnabas. I didn't have a problem with it because if you buy the I buy the allowance pack. The allowance pack gives you a ton of uncommon G2 every pull and every month, and you don't use it very much. I mean, I use it only on like upgrading envoys for scrapping, and I have a bunch. None of your business says in the beginning of the year during Ferengi Arc 1, Heard Skiply may hold releasing the DSR until December, the holiday season, gift card season. Well, I mean, that's been my theory, Dunya. I am expecting them to hold it. I think they're gonna use it. They're gonna take care of the Christmas season. So but that could start as early as October. You know, because it could be one of those things where it starts in October, it also runs in November through Thanksgiving, and then also through the Christmas thing, because that should be at least 3 and probably more like 4 or 5, like maybe TNG, depending on what they do. So I am always thinking that's exactly when I think it's coming out, somewhere in there. I just don't know if they'll start with what is the beginning of fourth quarter, kind of capitalize on it's second quarter, fourth quarter in calendar year, and second quarter in a fiscal year calendar, depending on how they're doing it. But I would expect that they're probably going to capitalize during that time for spending, all that. That's why I've been monitoring very closely how they do that, and I was really disappointed. I thought Lower Decks. I don't have a problem with Lower Decks as a mechanic or an IP or being in there, but I thought when they came out with Lower Decks Arc 1, I thought it was clear, okay, we're going to get all kinds of stuff to push us away from Deep Space Nine and to put that off. And then then they lower, I felt that was a lowering of the bar already from Scopely, just because it was like, okay, they've got all kinds of stuff they can just kind of schlock together, because I've been unimpressed with Duality and Ferengi and Lower Decks, and technically, I fully expected a full Lower Decks second arc, and I was hoping for 2 and 3. There's some interesting characters that we could get, but then when they pulled the anthology crap, that to me is even more concerning, because that's like mailing in an arc that isn't even an arc. So in my opinion, so I was pretty frustrated with that. Barnabas, this and probably next month are going to be look back months of Arc Battle Pass. And well, they've just set the stage with Anthology, right? We can, I mean, you know, maybe we keep getting lower decks officers because there's a lot of officers to give us from lower decks, you know, or yeah, I guess maybe, you know, maybe it's lower decks, I don't know. And then they can just do this Anthology stuff. So this is, to me, this is that's kind of what's concerning. It's like, well, if they're willing to do this once, they're willing to do it again. And I keep being amazed at the sort of the schlock they're coming out with to put off Deep Space Nine. So at this point, you know, given when, you know, they teased it at the end of TNG, and I was excited, you know, I was a fan, I wanted to see it, and then it didn't happen. And then as we've gone through the changes, you know, Duality was definitely hinting, moving toward, and then the Ferengi is even more towards Deep Space Nine. But now we're like, here's lower decks. You know, we've got Picard. You know, we've got that Star Trek Prodigy show that I haven't checked out, so I hope it's good. Find out. There's all kinds of things that they could be throwing our way, and just hard to know. Yeah, Roshan, more abilities under deck. I agree. We do need more below deck abilities because it's a mechanic, so they need to flesh that out. It would, you know, maybe there's a way. Maybe there's a way to use. I mean, I don't really want them to use trade XP for this because trade XP is already at a premium. Oh, and let me get my music. I think my playlist ran out. So, did. But maybe we can use trade XP on some older OG legacy officers like On or somebody in order to give them unlock. You know, maybe there's a way to unlock a below decks thing by spending some resources on them. Prodigy would be post Voyager. It should be. Right, it should with Janeway and all that. However, we're talking about Scopely here. Whichever one they, you know, and maybe that's the plan, but you know, lower decks, you know, shouldn't necessarily be here right now. You know, they can just kind of, and now that they can do Anthology, they can just jump around time and chronology without any concern. So, but yeah, I hope there's a below deck for more officers. And it would be nice if somebody like Mabenga and 0718 and the useless characters, those people that I don't remember their names to, because they're, you know, if they could get a good below decks ability. Now they're not going to want to do that too strongly because a lot of people have them already. But if it costs a resource that everyone will have to spend on or have reason to buy, then that'll make more sense. Still don't get TOS Kirk losing morale ability at 30%. That's when Kirk is at his best. And don't get me started on Riker having an attack boost against Federation. Yeah, I think Riker has that because the other two have something on the other. As Geordi and Troy do, right? But yeah, they're definitely going to do what they want to do. But I do like sending Riker to Federation Armadas. So lower deck Riker being captain. Yeah, I do. I wanted lower deck Riker for sure on that. So, I mean, I like Riker. He's one of my favorites. Probably because that's the show that went live when I was growing up, and you know, I like Picard a lot more now as I'm older, but when I was younger, it was Riker was like the one who went on the away team missions, got the girls. So, you know, he was the more appealing one to me at that time. Picard was just the really good wise cat. On Geordi for the bonus loot. Yeah, they've definitely nested some stuff into these guys. see. Did we just finish this event? I think we looks like we did. We'll have to go through all the buttons to check, but pretty sure really Thomas Riker in a run. Yeah, it could be, you know. I mean, we can have a cartoon Riker, we can have regular Riker, we could have clone Riker. All that. These are all possibilities that they have. You know, they don't always pick into it as much as I think we would have them. At some point, they'll hire somebody who watches the shows. You know, but I don't know. I mean, Echo is, I think, well, I think some of them watch it, but a lot of them don't play the game or something like that. I think Echo plays the game, but I think he started playing the game because he got the job or something. But at least, I mean, that's a good thing to do. So, yes, the US animated crew. There's no reason not to have animations. Now that we've got them already, you know. All these things have some possibilities. Okay. Also, you know, for the once I'm not sweating about my Marvel Strike Force war, which is usually sweating. I ended up quitting Marvel Strike Force and dropping those unsavory people. The unsavory people that were in my lives, not all of them. There were some good people, but there were rather unsavory people I didn't want to be associated with anymore. But I certainly didn't like the game anymore, mainly because of the way Scopely ruined it with its monetization and character release stuff. So now I don't have to worry about the wars, and it is a sad statement that taking a few days off and not playing the game was more enjoyable than actually playing the game at my leisure. So now that went away. You got kicked from your top alliance in DSA. Hey, Rushing. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Let's go into faction spins and see what we're at here. Data is at 43, so I don't even have enough to pull this yet. Pull this. Yes! Research credit. This is definitely the bottleneck for me now. I try not to buy this too often because it does accelerate you. But I'm willing to sometimes to close the gap because you get 410 of those credits. But I'm starting to get a lot, and I will say that using Picard, Beverly, and Chin on the Stella with defense loadout below decks, I'm getting a lot more than I was getting with Pike, Moreau, Chin. And I mean a lot more when I'm farming exchange transports. So I'm getting like 40 or 50% more return on a whole. Too much time in STFC. Well, you know, as I've became more and more, certainly, you know, Star Trek Fleet Command was taking my time as well. And I was having too much fun over here. I didn't want to play the game. And the game really sucked on the money side. They do some dirty things periodically here on Scopely's Star Trek Fleet Command side, but the dirty things are the norm in the Marvel Strike Force side. Is my Moreau under? No, my Moreau is tier 3. But Moreau is actually tier 3. But that is I definitely, now my Beverly is tier 3 as well, so I don't. I've had some luck with that. Huge difference between Pike and Picard. Yeah, I know. That's why I did it because I was, just checking, and I'm like, whoa, this is so much more, So, unexpected. Maybe it's a bad thing, but I don't know. but it is a lot that I was. And again, either way to look at your cargo. 55. Finally maxed out the spring this week, so gave another big boost to protected cargo when using our air. Okay, so that's going, set that timer. And we'll let this guy mine some more latinum. I'm only going to mine a little bit of latinum during mining Monday. Easier to mine it off mining Monday because people don't care about you being OPC for the most part. And I usually grind to the concentrated lat with 2 ships to get my quark shards and all that. Remind me, I think it was saying that my quark was upgradable. Aggie game making me. There is quark. He is ready to upgrade. Okay, well we'll wait for an officer event and we'll pop him. Of course he wants independent credits, so get that. That's gonna go it's gonna boost the mining speed. Work is great. I believe it said we've got some an away team ready to collect, and I need that for my daily. So let's hope for critical here. Yes, we need that. 947. Working on that enterprise, the daily purchases, and I was starting to run out of credits, so I need that crit to come every other day or something, preferably every day. And that finishes the dailies. Yeah, for some help. I was building an envoy just to give people something else to help with. I don't want to. It's like I could scrap one, but I'd have to invest in it, and I don't want to spend. Particularly, don't want to spend the ship XP that I have on that, at least outside of a ship XP event. Keep sending my ship until it gets a little more beat up. Here. I want to peek at my second Stella and make sure I have fully tiered it up. I think I have. I want to make sure. It could be like missing a gun and I didn't realize. No, it's fully tiered. Okay, look, my M number's up to 48, folks. I'm excited. A long move from when I first started trying to attend to it when it was like sitting at 5. All things. All right. And let's go on. And with that, okay, since we've tidied up those things, we still got more stuff to do, but kind of more relaxed. We're going to transition off YouTube. Going to make a cup of coffee and get us fired up on Twitch. So we'll do that, and we can play some Stream Raiders and Pokemon Community games. And I'm also playing I've been playing the new Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt Battle Royale game, having a lot of fun with that. So depending on what we do, I may actually do that a little later as I kind of hang with you guys as we get into the later parts of the experience. So we'll see. It's always an option, but it's definitely a light day on here, and even yesterday was kind of light. And if you hit capital traders, kind of light, and it was. So we'll see there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fire things up and get on Twitch. So I hope to see you there. I just posted the Twitch link again. I appreciate everyone. I hope you'll make sure you give a thumbs up on this video and do it again as we exit, so it helps with the algorithm. Share it with your alliance mates, I hope. See you. Barnabas, see you around, and peace out. Yes, absolutely. Thanks for being here, Barnabas. Thanks for chatting. So look forward to it. I'll be here again on Sunday on YouTube, but on Twitch, you know, all the other days. So I've got another week off, and so we'll do plenty of that. So thank you, Harmonica Loop. Hope to see you guys over at Twitch, and I'll catch you very soon, I hope. Anyway, y'all take care. CockADoodle do.